Hi, this is Maya, of course. It is June 8th, and I'm going to read on Ivanka Trump. I haven't read on her in a while, and I just want to check and see how she's feeling and coping. Just want to check in. I also want to check in to see if I can't get a little more clarity on whether or not she's going to end up going to prison. Now, I very strongly get, gut-wise, even without the cards, that Don and Eric will do time. But her, I get strong senses that she comes close, but there may be some slighter part. I hope not. I hope she gets what she deserves. That's all I gotta say. So I'm going to use the Beater Somnorium. I'm not even going to try to pronounce that. Well, yeah, I am. Honoromancy deck. Anyway, I love this deck. It's really cool. Yes, Etsy. All right. So I ask Spirit to help me to read accurately and clearly on Ivanka Trump, and to let us know, will she end up doing actual prison time? Will Ivanka Trump end up doing actual prison time? Will Ivanka Trump end up doing actual prison time? And what do the cards, what does the universe want to show us with regard to Ivanka Trump at this time? What do we need to be aware of? Thank you. Okay, she's getting the card of recurring dream. And she has hope crossing her, which is in a challenging position. So it is saying that she's feeling challenged, and she is going through some kind of darkness. Both of these cards indicate that. And she's trying to keep hopeful. She's trying to hold on to her delusion. Now, I'm just going to look at recurring dream very quickly. Got to get my glasses in the right position on my nose. Here we go. All right. So, it's a sequence or symbol that is repeating, and when we get that, it is often a part of it's urgency on the part of the subconscious to try to indicate unfinished business or work that is undone. It indicates the need to break or complete a pattern. The pattern will continue to repeat itself until the lesson has been learned. Wow. Indicating a need to end a pattern. Some patterns are positive. Well, I don't think Miss Ivanka's are. So it's important to look at the surrounding cards to determine what it represents in the querent's reading. So it is about, I am glad I did look, about a repeating pattern. Gee, what could that be? Of getting in trouble, of breaking the law. And she knows she needs to, I've been saying over and over, this is a pattern that's gone on for generations in their family, right? And I think it's also alluding to that, there's a bigger karmic picture here at the end of the day with this family. Oh my God, okay. The basis card, murder. So that's making me think about definitely things that, you know, the Capitol, the insurrection. It's making me think about Khashoggi in the Middle East. And I'm sure there's others that I'm not, all the kids at the border. I mean, but this is Khashoggi for sure, and possibly others that I'm just not, you know, aren't clicking in yet. She has destruction crowning her. And so what did the card say about, look, you need to end a pattern? And this is significant warning to Ivanka, because Kali is coming to clear away the destruction that she's been a part of. When Kali has to come in, it's not good. And this is going to be real hardship for Ivanka, because she has Kali crowning her. So the cards are indicating with the reoccurring dream here that this family, and Ivanka also, of course, because she's part of that family, that they've had several opportunities now, and the window again is closing for them to break a pattern. Well, you know, they haven't broken the pattern of being criminal, and so look what's crowning her. That would scare the crap out of me if I were her. And of course she wouldn't know what any of this meant, but if she did, she would know to be scared. That means that her life is going to really, wow, that they've destroyed themselves, basically. They've invited destruction into their own lives. And they have blood on their hands with the murder card also. That is with all the deaths that they've caused with COVID and because of their policies. Sorry, I'm trying to adjust my camera so you can see. Now, in the past, she felt very strong. You know, when Dad was in office. But she's hoping, look at that, how it connects. I love this deck. It really resonates with me. She thinks that she can still use this heavy-handed approach. The universe is already saying, no, you need to break that, but she's gone ahead and done it. So she's kind of sealed the deal. She's locked it in. And this does not look good for her. It means Kali is going to, and I just got the words, reduce her life to ash, so that she has dust in her mouth. Oh. I work with Kali sometimes, so I connect. And when I saw this card, I forgot that she was in this deck. I read her, okay, yeah, I got it. Okay, synchronicity. Let's have a look at what they want to tell us about that card here. Now, I know what synchronicity is. When things seemingly fall into proper order, place. But I want to catch any little subtleties I might miss. 39, let's see here. Okay. Again, my God. So, I'm glad I did. So what are the chances? These two speak about reoccurring themes. This is reoccurring dream, which again was about reoccurring themes, and this one, synchronicity, it is also saying, once again, if there are reoccurring themes, symbols, topics, animals, or hints of where you need to focus your attention to find the answer you are looking for, they are also signs that you are on your correct path. Guides are trying to give you aid along the way. Trust and believe. Well, it's showing that her guides have been trying to get her for a very long time. That's interesting that her guides are talking to get them to break this cycle. Spiritual help has been trying to get through to them, and especially apparently her with her guides in particularly, and trying to give her hope that if she would listen to them, they could show her some kind of, I feel like, possibility of hope. But what is going to happen, since we're going this way, is I feel like she's going to find herself fighting, but on the losing side, and her power and business and all of that, it becomes, destroyed. It's moving into now, going to cycle into the period of where it's undergo destruction. And there will be synchronicity in that. And there will be interesting parallels that we should note in the losses that they will be incurring. I think there will be dates and things that will leave us going, well, that's really odd, Seriously, I'm getting that feeling. Because it is highly karmic situation I'm getting with their family. Because it's not just one person, but it's a number of people generationally that have incarnated again and again and that have pushed it to the utmost limit. She has a lot of fear, though. She does. Here's another 5 for her. Oh. I forgot the 5 was on the Winchester house, but she's got a 5. And it's talking about fear. And now take a look at this card. I think that Ivanka doesn't clear her energy. And some of this destruction energy is going to come back on her as a result that she didn't break a certain karmic cycle that she was supposed to, and wherein there may have been an actual murder, and there's definitely blood on the hands. And it's saying there's blood on her hands and her whole family's. It's not just Donald Trump's. Because they've all had some kind of, the universe is saying, active participation just as much as him. And it's going to, for her now, switch into a cycle that's a bit creepy, I think, where there's negative energies from the destruction that comes back to rest and nest in her life. literally within her. Ugh. That's really unsettling. It feels like a very really bad attachment energy. But it's all by her own and their own will. And so that's very strong. Your intention is very strong. And because their intention is always to get one over on someone else, or to get away with something and lie and be devious and deceptive, they have just ratcheted up and set themselves up for destruction. And it's insidious. I would not want to be her. I think at night when she's sleeping, her guard goes down, and I'm feeling like these energies are going to start to enter her. And I feel like it's going to feel like anxiety and panic attacks. I think she's going to develop them. And that's just this on the lighter level of it. Movement. So in the environment around Ivanka and her family, there will be more movement. This is saying more progress made. And I feel like, and that's maybe why there's all this, her basically crapping her pants right now. Not to be rude, but yeah, it's seriously. I mean, destruction, not a joke. And she's going toward it. Look, even when I look at she's going, in my opinion, that time of power, of being in power and all that was this light-colored time. She abused that, and she abused that cyclically in that family. And so, you all know, she is it's coming. I mean, I've never, this is crazy. And it's showing that the activity to go up against her, to take them on legally and prosecute them and bring them to justice is happening. And the cards and Kali are saying, yes, don't worry, I will sort her out. She is not going to I've got this one. I'm like, yeah, you do. Okay. Impromptu is without, this is unexpected. She fears, I think, that was my tummy, sorry. I'm hungry. She fears and both wants, I think, perhaps something, if it were good, of course, to happen for herself. Like suddenly, she's not in the hot seat anymore. Of course, she would like that. And obviously, she's afraid of something suddenly happening and her being, I think, taken to prison, held to account. Interesting. Animal spirits. What did I tell you back here that I felt? That there's an energetic essence, a dark energy that's coming back on the Trump family. You can see it in my cards. Oh my God. And this energy here is energy I feel like that they have summoned onto themselves by not doing what as the universe has been pressing them to do for, I think, many lifetimes, to stop this repeat of abuse of power and having blood on the hands, causing other people misery. Oh my God. The blood on their hands brings forth external energies that will take them down. It's just going to push events and energies forward. Let's see what we get with that. Flying. Missed opportunities. Let's see about animal spirits. 45. Pertains to all spirits. That's what I thought, because it felt like it. If the card comes up in your spread, pay attention to, of course, any animals that may appear in your dreams or throughout the day. It can be about guides trying to give you further insight, protection, or to let you know that it's time to embody the energies that they represent. This is not exclusive to animals, but the type of guide that keeps appearing in your daily life. So her guides are desperately trying to connect to her, to get her to change something before it's too late. There's I don't know, I think there's something here that they're relating. I think before they can't help her. I just don't think that she's open to them. Because there's the missed opportunities and flying. So flying came first, right? Which is what you think. It's about freedom. And again, breaking a cycle. And using your personal power in the proper way. This often requires, this is a card that shows the requirement of energetic focus and the will power of the querent. Okay, so she's just going to be thinking and complaining about how they're going to miss opportunities to make money and to be successful. And if that, I think also to earn money, there's her freedom. I think she's going to try and argue for it down the road here, when she starts to realize that bar doors maybe, and not the kind that serves cocktails, unless you like Pruno. Now look at this. There is this is saying there's big spiritual karmic energy again with the prophecy card. That this is just going to go down the way once. She's only got a little bit of wiggle room here to lessen this a bit, and it looks like her her guides are trying to say she's not listening to us. We're struggling to get her to pay attention. And she's going to have dark, I'm being shown symbolically, very negative, heavy energy that's going to come and basically perch itself through her into her life. It's very haunt her. And affect her energy. Now this is good. Yeah, so with prophecy, something beyond our understanding is taking place, and it's time to trust in the universe. She's not going to want to, because the universe is saying, your day of fiddle-diddling around and not breaking that cycle is up. Now here come consequences. Okay, so either things were meant to be or they've already taken place. So once I feel like, again, she's missed an opportunity, she's missed her opportunities to do the right thing or to make a difference here in a positive way. It looks to me like the door is closing and the guides do not look like they are optimistic. Then that she's drawing this, she will seal the deal. She'll be drawing this into her. She doesn't have a lot of opportunity here, so this loss is going to literally, I think, be the loss of freedom for her. And it's meant to be because she's tied in, I feel like, to take care of this. And she hasn't done it, so she's going to have to pay the price karmically. And part of that will be, I think, the universe sending her with the loss of freedom here. So this is an event or a role that is played out in order to allow the progression of future outcomes. So there are higher forces saying that are at work, most definitely with the source here, that are then going to take over and shift things into play. And we need to watch with her for when that happens. Now, it's not in the near future, but it's coming. So I would say within the next, definitely, I think within the next month. Just kind of thinking of a approximation. Give it time. Oh my gosh, and it's saying that there's going to be people are going to be really happy to see her in this position. Because this will really finally be her getting some just dues. And this is toxicity. And she has been too active in doing toxic things. So the universe is stepping in and I think is going to take away. I was given the cards of a loss of freedom. So she will definitely not have the freedom of the life she once had with all of its perks and luxury. And that will be difficult, but I also believe the good likelihood that she will, with these cards, end up in prison. Okay. Yeah. This makes me feel like prison right there. And here's your initiation to prison. You can go in. Your brothers will be going in. It's a family affair. Look. Oh, you're mad. So now you're going to sit down and think and write about how upset you are. She's going to be in that. She'll be pissed. There's going to be a radical transformation, though. This is an end card. This is big energy again. Where, wow. It's going to feel hyper real to her and surreal to her at the same time. Her life is going to undergo an end and a new beginning, a transformation, I think, and it will probably be within the legal justice system. And I feel like this is the smack of cold hard reality. Imbalance. Gift and imbalance. This shows that she's used her privilege over and abused it. did not appreciate what she's had in her life, and she has imbalance. So the universe is going to sort Vanky out. Other worlds. Council. Literally, Spirit is going to take an active role in, I feel like, allowing or bringing certain events to come to pass, just like we got in the cards here. This is such a cool deck. Okay, what am I getting here? Okay. I feel like, yes, I think she will be going to prison, and it will be a culture shock for her. I think that she will be seeking advice about how to be able to make it, how you do that, how you live like that. And, in prison. Because she's not going to have a clue. So I think she's going to be one to ask once it comes closer. It still shows that she's not, or that she's struggling. I think she's trying to come to terms with what I get is her reality. And it doesn't, again, that sense of surreal and hyper realness. It's going to feel strange, and I think discombobulating. It feels disorienting. Fall. Again, this is for Ivanka. She has got to fulfill karmic debt. And it means that she's going to have to undergo a time of being uncomfortable, where she is not living the life of luxury and having all her accoutrements. She is going to fall from society's any kind of redemption. I think, especially like with the societal thing, and I think that's going to be really hard for her, because she's always wanted to have some kind of future in some kind of big, powerful spot that she has no idea how to do. Some kind of big, powerful job. And she's wanting to be in politics. And I don't half wonder if they still don't believe that she could have some kind of a go, potentially, but not Laura. And I kind of wonder if they didn't tell Laura, hey, Laura, there's only, one that's allowed to do it, and it's Ivanka. I don't know. I'm just throwing that out there. Okay, lastly, Ivanka. This is her wishing that she could get away from consequences. But that's not, how things work. It's worked, for them for a long time because they've had the money to bribe and cheat. But now that they cannot do that, they don't know how it looks like else otherwise. The away, falling. She's just, I think, kind of collapsing. I'd say that having a bit of a breakdown would be a good way to put it. There's that vigilance I'm talking about. I think she's going to have to rely on her wits, for real. I do really feel like this feels a lot like potentially prison, where, you know, she would be watching her back and watching to make sure that whatever happens legally for her, being aware of that. It's again a real strong sense here with World of Dreams and Vigilance that it's going to, the sense of, I'm getting culture shock again. A really stunning, it's going to blow her mind. She won't be able to believe that she's in prison. And I'm innocent. Here comes the baby voice, you guys. I'm stuck. I don't belong here. You know, I should be at the spa. Or in the Hamptons. Oh, this is spirit trying to get her to look within and to realize, to wake up. This is Dark Night of the Soul, Noche Oscura. That's exactly what that means. So the universe is going to put her in a place where she doesn't have the freedom that she once had. It could definitely be prison. And it's not going to be, she is going to suffer. She's going to go through it. And the populace will be given to see this. And so I think she'll be protesting, of course, but it's not going to matter. Her illusion and delusion is her loss now, or it will be. It will no longer be something that she can get away with. She will lose because of pursuing that delusion. This, again, goes back to past lives and shame that her family has brought upon themselves. Because they have chased the wrong thing. And they need, there's like a sickness. I feel like they need healing. They should be chasing how to heal and to leave this behind. I think their guides really want them to. It's sad. Her guides especially. But they prefer the excitement and the rush of doing things that are illegal. So I think the guides, the spiritual guides we're being shown, are frustrated, to the point they're showing us that they're frustrated. This has something to do with health. I think she's going to try to say that if she's being held somewhere, that it is not a healthy accommodation, that, you know, try to work her to ship her to a nicer prison or better accommodation. I totally get that here. This is toxic dwellings, health, work. And that's the end of the deck on Ivanka. I hope you enjoyed this. And if you did, please make sure that you are subscribed. Hit the like button and make sure your notifications are on. Thank you so much. See you in the next video or live.